Let's do it. You can go to our free app, tap the little microphone in the bottom of the screen and talk, and the app will do the rest. Or you can give us a call at 844-52-SHERI. That's 844-52-SHERI.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Bob and Sheri. This is Julie from Denver, North Carolina. I am currently listening to the segment where you're talking about how you have spoiled your partners and there's no going back. Bob just said, just like letting the dog on the bed, you can't undo it. I haven't even made it through the segment. I had to just stop listening and say that my very capable husband, who is an electrical engineer, he doesn't do anything food-wise at our house. I take care of that. And we have a son, and a couple of years ago, I had said something like, hey, can you go ahead and cut him up some apples? And he looked at me and said, I don't feel comfortable doing that. And I just stared at him, and I knew I created that. It was my fault. It is my fault. But I don't know how to go back. So I'm assuming I cut him apples that day. I don't know. But there are certain things that it's as if he is incapable, even though he's an adult, grown man. Yeah, I guess that's it. It's kind of painful to talk about.
Yeah.
It hurts.
I feel it.
I'm glad you guys feel the pain. Thanks. Love your show. Love you guys. Bye. Oh my gosh.
I don't feel
it's
the
Julie
pain.
again.
I feel so much better.
Hang on.
I just
realized I'm on my way to Pennsylvania for a trip to see my family. And my husband and my son are home alone. I mean, he is the adult. But anyway, they're home. And I said to my husband, please feed our child more than popcorn and fruit snacks this weekend. Because I'm gone. So what are they going to eat? I mean, they'll go out to eat. It'll be fine. But why? What have I done? Okay, that's all. Bye for real.
I swear I feel so much better about being a man because I can cut an apple. I can do it.
Quit bragging.
We have a new plan at my house that is really helping with this whole dinner conundrum. Kevin and I had a long heart to heart, and he's like, I don't even like to eat dinner. I'd rather eat like a big breakfast and a big lunch and then just have a snack. And I was like, okay, so it's just the two of us and you don't even want dinner? And I also like some days I work on the show or the podcast or whatever until like 6 o'clock and then I head up and cook dinner. I don't want to do that either. So we are in day, let me think, 9 of not having dinner at this house. And I'm here to tell you I'm a little lightheaded for sure.
That's the way I would be.
I'm a little lightheaded because some days I don't figure it out right. Like last weekend, like last Saturday, I ate a gigantic tuna fish sandwich at 3:30 in the afternoon. That was fine. I was good to go. But if I eat like breakfast and then nothing else until tomorrow, I'm starting to see trails and hear voices. So I've got to like figure out some sort of like late day snack or whatever. But being free, like not cooking dinner, not thinking about dinner, not caring about dinner, like it's amazing. It's so free.
It's one of the most annoying things that couples ask each other. What are we going to eat tonight? And Mary has had enough of it. I can't believe you're saying this. You know what we had last night? And it was very good. And I need to eat it for lunch also. Herb soup.
Okay.
It was,
that sounds
based
good.
with tomato and then maybe some cucumber in a blender. And then she put in some herbs. And it's like a Sardinian Blue Zone item.
It sounds like gazpacho. Was it chilled?
It's not gazpacho. No, it was warm. It was warm. But my point is, there's no there in the soup. There's herbs and pureed stuff, but there's not a piece of chicken in there. There's
Yeah.
there's 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 no there. There's no real protein there.
If I were you, I would be silent now because you had a bowl of warm liquid that required you to eat it with a
Yes.
spoon. Last night, Mr. Nash and I ate popcorn, split a bottle of wine, and I had 2 pumpkin biscotti from Trader Joe's. That was dinner here. We didn't need utensils and no fire was involved.
The greatest
You're
words
doing
I hear
fine.
if Carla has went to a meeting or went out to lunch with somebody real estate wise, and she'll have a pretty big lunch. What comes to my ears when she says, I think I'm just gonna have a bowl of cereal for dinner. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, because listen, I can get me some crackers and peanut butter, or I can do anything besides. I just love to hear that. I'm just gonna have cereal.
It's the stuff we wouldn't, couldn't, shouldn't do on the regular show. The Oddcast on the free Bob and Sheri app.
So I'm curious to see what you guys think about this, but a poll was done with people like, what's the best way that you unwind after a difficult day or a difficult week even? And I know that you're thinking that it's going to be listening to music or getting a massage or going out to dinner, but it turns out that people answered with things like watering my plants outside,
Mhm. I get that.
folding the laundry, mowing the lawn, pulling up weeds, vacuuming, driving, just going for a drive. Although with gas as expensive as it is, you'd be better off coming home and folding the laundry. Making myself a really good cup of tea or coffee, chopping vegetables for dinner, painting a room. These are the ways that people said they were most likely to unwind after a difficult week or a
Do you know
Well, I
difficult.
what
don't know
Princess
any of these
Diana
people.
said? Yeah. Do you know what Princess Diana said? Ironing. She, obviously things were done for her, but evidently there was a period where she was doing her own ironing at least once in a while. And she said it was so satisfying and relaxing. Now,
I
I
agree
also
with
think she
that.
was thinking of taking a hot iron and putting it where on whose face. But yeah,
I
I
for
like
me,
ironing.
I
like
like to
ironing.
iron. Yeah, I like to iron. I took
for
a
me,
bunch of
it's going on my deck and having a glass of wine, hopefully with my wife, and looking over at my new flower bed.
when I used to have clothes to iron, because I mean, we really just don't have anything that needs ironing anymore. But when I used to, I would sometimes take the ironing board out onto the deck and iron outside and listen to music or a podcast.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
that's nice. Yeah, you're out there
I,
with nature.
yeah, it's very zen. Very zen. I used to hate vacuuming. As a kid, like that was my least favorite chore. I don't know what I was thinking. What is more satisfying than vacuuming? If I could
It
have a
is.
riding vacuum cleaner in my house,
Yeah,
I'd,
yeah.
I'd, I'd have to resign, and that's all I would do all day is just go from one end of the room to the other on my riding vac, just vacuuming. I,
It's so
I can't even
satisfying.
believe I'm saying that. Yeah, it's satisfying.
You
Like,
know, it's
what's a
great when
household
when you
chore
see
for
those marks in the carpet. You know, those marks you can make.
Ooh,
You
the
know, it's just
marks. Yeah.
yeah,
like you
yeah,
can make on your lawn?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
Lamar, what's a household task or yard task that you've like really chill out with?
Okay, that
Watching
answers that
TV.
question.
Watching TV. I don't care about no
Yeah,
going out in the yard. What is that all about? Pulling no weeds. When I was a youngin', I had to pull weeds in the garden. I ain't doing that. No. I spray them
that
with
is
killer.
so
Then I don't have
true.
to pull them. Yeah, I ain't doing that.
That is
No.
so true. There is a period in this country when hippies were going, giving up everything and moving to a commune like in Tennessee,
Idiots.
and living off the land and growing their own food and all of that. And my father's friend Charles Lane said, "Look at these idiots. I grew up on a farm. All I wanted to do was get away. It's hard.
I'm
It's
lucky.
hard
I'm
work."
lucky. I still want to eat a cow, but I do. But I mean, after
Yeah,
fooling with them for so long, I was sick of
yeah.
cows too. Ugh.
I didn't know you had cows. You had cows on your place?
I lived on a 110-acre farm. What are you talking about? Yeah, we had
I didn't know it
cows.
was that big.
Didn't have a decent fence. I had to. The cows would get out of the fence.
He's
and I'd
always
have to go
complained about
chase
the
them.
fence. Yeah.
I always, as soon as I got graduated and left, my dad, they built this big, nice fence where the cows couldn't get out.
Of course.
Oh God! I mean, I swear to you.
So true.
So what would happen? You'd have to go and chase the cows down?
Yeah, I
So
have to
the
chase
cow
them down.
the cow is big. How do you get it to go where you want it to go?
Well, you get behind it and say, "Who cow? Go cow! Go cow!" And then my daddy would tell me. He said I would take some rat shot, and put it in a 22 rifle. And when the cow, he said, "Now you got to make sure when they." Now, see, here's the deal: we get the cow to jump over the fence to go back in. We don't think he's learning that if he can jump going in, he can jump going out. But he said, as soon as he starts to jump, shoot him in the butt with the rat shot, and then the cow will learn better.
I'll tell you what, it would get my attention. Wow.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
he decided we had to quit doing that because one day he put a real 22 bullet in instead of the rat shot, and then the cow was limping around for a while, and he said, "Well, don't do that no more because you're not." I said, "Well, I'm not the one that got
I wish you hadn't said
confused."
that part of the story.
I feel like such a city boy.
I just,
If you tell that again down the road, leave that part out,
I believe,
okay?
yeah. Bob's right, Lamar. I would edit that.
I was good. I don't know what scattershot is, but it sounded like not that
Well, let me
lethal.
go ahead and
but
say
a
this. Let me
bullet,
go ahead and say this. After you've chased a cow all over the place, you're pretty
Yeah.
ticked off. So it,
yeah, I guess you're right. I can see that.
Yeah.
I just leave it out
Yeah,
there. I
I'm
just know
pretty
people.
ticked off.
Yeah.
I think what Bob is saying is, do you hear yourself?
Yeah, right. Exactly.